Let's not waste too much time blabbering about stuff that doesn't matter. Let's talk about the Utah real estate market and the stats that I got here to kind of describe to you what the market looks like in general. If you're pondering moving here, if you already live here and you're pondering trying to buy a house, you just want to know the general stats, this is the place to be. So let's jump right on into it. So we got this bad boy here. This is all of the stats from December of 2018 for home sales according to the MLS. You're not going to have the stats for new builds and stuff like that. This gives you a good general idea of what the Utah real estate market looks like. And in November of 2023, these would be the last complete stats we have because we're not at the end of the December yet. You can see that there's 2,337 homes that sold. Median list value is $500,000. Median sold value is $490,000. That median sold value is what people would call home prices in Utah. So that goes up or down. Home prices go up or down. That's the stat a lot of people use. First things first, let's just talk about the fact that year over year, home values, according to November, have went up 2% in the state of Utah. They've went up 8% year to date. That'd be January to November. And then month to month, that'd be October of 2023 to November of 2023, home values went up 1%. And we talked about, one, how this is really concerning. Home values should be going down, especially in winter time. And you can actually see homes sold, demand is decreased by about 2% compared to 1 year ago, and it's decreased 9% month over month. That's to be expected. There should be less homes selling in October than there is in November, just because it's getting colder out. But the problem is that demand is decreasing compared to a year ago, but price is increasing compared to a year ago, which is really unexpected. And you can actually see all of these stats here. But median list to sold value, you can see that compared to 1 year ago, it's 6% higher than what it is this year. And so that would be, let's look at what the numbers that it's pulling up. So at last year in November of 2022, median list to sold value is 92%. So if you listed a property for $100,000, it would sell for $92,000. Or basically 1 year ago, sellers had unrealistic expectations of what the value of their home is. This year, it's at 98%. So you're right on the cusp of sellers having unrealistic expectations. I consider 97% to be that concerning amount, but 98, 99% is where you want to be, or even 100% is not that. Showing that sellers have realistic expectations for the price of their home. Next, we go to, let's press enter so we don't mess up that. Homes listed. Ooh, that's super interesting. So there's 34% more homes being listed as compared to 1 year ago. Basically, the amount of homes listed last year were 2,309. The amount of homes listed this year is 3,092. So this is also surprising because you would imagine with more supply and it looks like less demand, more supply, less demand, you would expect home values to be going down. But it must just be so little supply and so little demand that it doesn't affect it as much as expected. I really, maybe next month, I'm going to try to do an analysis over the last 5 years. This is just to give you what the market looks like currently and what it looked like compared to 1 year ago. And then the last thing that we have that's a little bit interesting to ponder at would be interest rates. So you can see interest rates are up for the month of November. This is where we do have to go in December because there's some really big things you have to be aware of. Interest rates are up about 0.64% as compared to 1 year ago. And as compared to 1 month ago, October to November, keep in mind for this part of it, interest rates are down 18%. Here's an interesting thing. Interest rates are currently at like 6.6%. They'll update this correctly. I put in 6.6% because that's what the app's saying right now. And so that means the interest rates decreased by 0.84% in the last month from November to December, if this ends up being accurate and the average stays down at that 6.6 rate, which is also the largest jump that we've seen in the last year. The second largest jump was that interest rates increased between September and October 0.42%. So we're seeing that large spike up. Now we're seeing an even larger spike down. So be aware. Interest rates go down, more people are going to want to buy houses. Just a fact. I don't like this. I wish that interest rates would stay high. I would like median sold value to stay lower, and I would like home prices to either stabilize or start going down, especially in the wintertime. We're not seeing that. What do you do? Paden's opinion doesn't matter when it comes to real real estate economics in the state of Utah. So I have these stats here. They mean nothing. I'm not going to talk about them a whole bunch. I was hoping that there's some statistics that we could use to point us in the right direction for what the expectation should be, but because they're incomplete, speculating on them is useless, especially because we only got like a week left of December. So I hope that gives you a good basic idea of where the state of Utah is compared to 1 year ago. If you have any questions, comment them down below. Also, in general, if you're looking to buy a house, what would make you want to buy a house right now? Comment that down below, or not want to buy a house. Other than that, thanks for watching. Give a like and subscribe if you got the time. Hope you're having a great day, and bye-bye now.